taken quite a liking to it. No reason to act surprised. I am the Shinigami Ryuk. That used to be my notebook. Judging by your laughter, you've already figured out that what you have is no ordinary notebook.
Shinigami. A god of death, huh? Well, I'm not surprised. In fact, Ryuk, I've been waiting for you.
Oh?
I've already figured out that this death note I found is real. It didn't take me long. And now that I've witnessed the proof of its power, I only feel more confident in what I'm gonna do.
That's interesting. I certainly wasn't expecting this. Several death notes have made their way into the human world in the past, but you're the first to have written this many names. Look at how many people you've killed in only 5 days. Most are reluctant to write this much.
I've already prepared myself, Ryuk. I used the notebook even though I knew it belonged to a Shinigami. And now that Shinigami has come. So what'll happen to me? You're here to take my soul, right?
Huh? What do you mean? Is that some fantasy you humans came up with? I'm not gonna do anything to you. The notebook becomes part of the human realm from the very moment it touches the earth. In other words, the notebook is now yours.
This is mine?
If you don't want it, just give it to someone else. But if you give it away, I'd have no choice but to erase your memories of the notebook.
So then, you're saying I can use the death note all I want and I won't be punished?
Let's just say this. You will feel the fear and pain known only to humans who've used the notebook. And when it's your time to die, it will fall on me to write your name in my death note. Be warned, any human who's used a death note can neither go to heaven nor hell for eternity. That's all. Now you have something to look forward to after you die.
Next, we have number 9. Oh, and by the way, going back to number 8, the first one that you heard that sort of sounds kind of wrong, the opening that I gave you for Death Note, that sort of sounds kind of wrong, like how the beginning they go, it sounds like they're saying some words, but in reality they're saying Japanese words that sound like American words that are bad. But anyways, moving on. Number 9, Attack on Titan. This is another one I don't want you guys watching with your kids. This story follows the human race as it's enclosed in a giant walled-in country, basically, due to the fact that giant monstrous humanoid monsters called Titans are on the outside of the walls, and they eat humans. Like, literally eat them alive. And this is why I don't want you watching it with your kids, because it's very gory and scary and gives nightmares. Anyways, the story follows how a colossal titan bigger than the wall knocks a hole in the wall, brings titans in the building or in the walls. Then the armored titan breaks the second wall, allowing titans into the... Because there's, like, this country has outlier districts that branch off from the main walls. So the colossal broken outlier district and the armored broke through the main wall. And so the story follows a guy named Eren Yeager and his sister, and Eren Yeager and his sister, their mother, got eaten by a titan in the first episode. Very gory. And basically, Eren Yeager has the ability to transform into a titan and fight titans. And there's some of the people with this quote-unquote titan ability. And yeah. And also the opening is very catchy. It's like, if you have the opening and it's not like, you know, the video portion of the opening, so it's like the MP3 instead. It's very catchy and goes with pretty much everything. Every workout, everything. So enjoy. I have the first and second opening for you. Enjoy. The first opening is a catchy one. All right. This is number 10. There was 2 openings on number 9, by the way. But anyways, number 10. Miss Kobayashi Dragon Maid. This is another slice of life. And trust me, you can watch this with your kids. It's not bad. And basically, this follows the story of a maid otaku who loves maids or whatever in Japan, whatever, and finds a dragon from another world who she befriends and saves the dragon's life. Kobayashi is the girl in question here who's a maid otaku. And anyway, she saves the dragon's life, and she's drunk at the time, and the dragon goes and lives with her. Then another dragon comes in, another dragon, so on and so forth. You got a whole house full of dragons. Alright, I've got the opening, and we'll move on to number 11 after that. Alright, see you at 11. Number 11. Okay. This one it's a dark storyline, but it's not gory, it's not bloody. Unless you count ships being destroyed in space, or pretty much more powerful than planet bombs being dropped on Earth from alien race. But other than that, it's not really bad. It's just follows a space battleship Yamato. Actually, the name of this anime is Space Battleship Yamato. Star Blazers in English. But, yeah. So, year's 2199, and aliens, the Gamelons, are dropping planet bombs on Earth. Humans are forced to live underground because the radiation on the surface is too much for human life, or any life for that matter. And all water on the Earth on the surface anyways, has disappeared to the underground, because humans did that, and the radiation did that. There's no more oceans on Earth. It's literally just like Mars covered in red radiation. And humans are in underground cities, still being bombed by planet bombs. In 1 year's time, Earth will disappear. Like, literally, human life and all life will die out because the radiation keeps seeping further and further underground. And the only hope for humanity, or Earth in general, to survive is a message from a planet 400 trillion light years away, saying that they have a cleansing machine that can cleanse an entire planet and bring it back to its natural state before it was ever radioactive or whatever. And so the humans must repair and rebuild the battleship Yamato from World War II, and it's sunken and buried in the pretty much radioactive dirt. And so they rebuild it into a space battleship Yamato. It's the same ship as it was in World War II, except it can go in space, and it has laser cannons instead of, crazy old regular old missiles and anti-aircraft weapons. It doesn't have any of that. It has anti-aircraft weapons, but you're in space. Everything's an aircraft. So they travel 400 couple billion light years in just one Earth year and back. And they have a weapon called the not that. They have a weapon called the sorry, I got this confused with Apache Go Evo Steel. They got the weapon called the what's it called? Oh yeah. I think I'm remembering it now. It's pretty much like a almost like the Apache Go Evo Steel super gravity cannon, except this is called a wave motion gun. And it's in the front of the Yamato, and it blasts. It turns the whole Yamato in one giant gun. Alright, I'm going to play the opening, and I'll see you at 12.